The father of deceased infant King J. Davila speaks from jail. Advocates for San Antonio's climate plan outnumber its critics. And the Alamo Colleges district seeks funding for free tuition. This is your Express Briefing podcast for Tuesday, February 19th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. Defending himself for the first time publicly, the father of 8-month-old King J. Davila maintains that his son died accidentally after falling from a bed at his Northeast Side home. 34-year-old Christopher Davila remains in jail in lieu of a $1.25 million bond after police accused him of failing to seek medical care for King J, followed by the staging of an elaborate kidnapping to mislead police about the boy's death. Now, in an exclusive letter to the San Antonio Express-News, Davila reveals that on the day of the January incident, he was experiencing back pain and went into the garage to smoke marijuana while leaving his son unbuckled in a car seat on the edge of the bed. And when he returned and, quote, laid down and pulled the blanket a little, that's when he fell. Throughout the letter, Davila acknowledges he made a mistake by smoking marijuana and leaving King J unsupervised, but says what happened afterward was an accident and that his mother, 64-year-old Beatriz Sampaio, and his cousin, 45-year-old Angie Torres, knew nothing about King's death. But that contradicts statements by police that Sampaio and Torres both helped Davila cover up King's death by staging the kidnapping. All three have been charged with tampering with evidence, and the father is also charged with child endangerment, possession of a controlled substance, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. And police have also hinted they don't believe his latest account of how his son died. Davila sent the letter Thursday in response to an inquiry from an Express News reporter. The letter doesn't address the staged kidnapping or how he placed his son in a backpack and buried him in a field on the Northeast Side, though Davila notes he could not provide many details on the advice of his attorney. The Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office concluded King J died of a blunt force trauma injury and has ruled his death a homicide. At the public's first big chance to comment on San Antonio's draft climate plan, environmentalists pressed for quicker action, business leaders demanded more time and details, and a few people even attacked the science behind climate change, though overall most of the 36 speakers supported the 84-page plan. Nearly 200 people turned out Monday night for the forum hosted by CPS Energy's trustees, who will have a major hand in the city's response to climate change. To do its part in staving off climate change, the city has proposed a goal of carbon neutrality by not adding more greenhouse gas emissions to the atmosphere by 2050, something that would require CPS Energy to shift to more renewable sources of power like solar and wind, while also finding more ways to promote energy efficiency. Environmental advocates want the plan to be enacted, rejecting the business community's notion that implementing the plan will be bad for business, by pointing out examples across the country of cities moving towards a greater reliance on renewable sources. But despite approval, advocates have criticized the timeline for not being aggressive enough. That timeline also worries others for different reasons, with the business community noting the need for some elements of the plan while still questioning its overall cost, expected to be in the billions of dollars, and wonder where the money will come from. And even while dealing with ongoing financial pressures, the Alamo Colleges district is trying to find a new stream of funding from the city, county, and private sector to provide free community college to any graduating high school senior in Bexar County. While no money has been committed yet, the district plans to start recruiting this fall from the 25 Bexar County high schools that have the lowest income student populations. The program is known as Alamo Promise and would provide last-dollar scholarships covering any tuition costs that remain after whatever need-based state and federal grants graduating seniors receive. And if all core curriculum requirements are met, students would get free tuition for the equivalent of an associate degree for up to 3 years or 60 credits. And that's your daily San Antonio Express briefing for Tuesday, February 19th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts.